let me just say in the past, right? A lot of you have encountered situations and people, and I'm not just talking about love. I'm talking about people in your life where for whatever reason, you don't really, it's almost like you communicate with each other, but they're not understanding where you're coming from and you're not understanding where they're coming from. And so the communication itself has been one of the major problems in the relationship. And you are somebody that is very respectful of other people's differences. So it's like, okay, let's agree to disagree. And and when somebody does something wrong or when somebody communicates in a way where it doesn't really make sense, you have never shied away from, telling them, wait a minute, that's wrong, or the way that you're thinking is a little bit too narrow-minded. I don't feel like you've had a problem in the past telling them that there's something wrong with, their mental processes or the way that they analyze or the way that they have arrived at the conclusion that they have drawn for themselves. And for the people that you were dealing with, the message might have been a little bit harsh. And so they get defensive, right? And then in the future, when the next time something like that, a similar incident happens, they become a little bit more defensive. And then I feel like it breeds resentment. And so one of the things that I feel coming through in this relationship spread is to be very, very clear and to soften the blow a little bit when you communicate with another person. So it's kind of like, expressing yourself in a way where you can be a little bit more conscientious and not hurt the other person's feelings, or at least not make it so personal and to sugarcoat things a little bit so your partner doesn't feel attacked or the person that you're dealing with doesn't feel attacked. And I hope that makes sense. But I do feel like this is the month where you are going to meet somebody who understands you, who thinks like you, and who's going to come into the picture. And you're just like, wow, communication flows really well between the two of us. You actually get where I'm coming from. And in the past, I thought there was something wrong with me because when I communicate, the other person thinks I'm verbally attacking them. But you understand me. So I feel like there is going to be a major, major breakthrough happening in relationships, okay? And you're meeting somebody that, they think like you, they behave like you, they understand you. And it's going to feel like coming home. It's going to feel like, okay, I'm not weird, or I'm not, it's not me. This person gets me. So obviously it can't be me. So I feel like that's, you're getting some major validation here as it relates to how you stand with other people, as it relates to, is there something wrong with my communication style, things like that. So I feel like either way, it's really important for us to be a little bit conscientious about, getting our point across without feeling like we need to be combative, getting our point across while still being very respectful of other people's opinions, other people's how they arrive at their conclusions. So that's really important, okay? So let me just talk about the relationship here. First of all, let me talk about the person you're thinking about. So crowning this reading, we have here the Page of Coins, okay? So this is an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and Five of Wands. So I feel like for some of you, you're thinking about this person, and this is an earth sign. This is somebody that what I'm feeling is they might not even be this they exhibit the quality, they might not even be, this sign, but they are somebody that starts like 5-6 projects at the same time, and they lose interest very, very quickly. They don't really have the capacity to have like deep emotional conversations. And I also feel like the way that they are, their mind races, a mile a minute, and they kind of like I'm getting somebody with like attention problems, or I'm getting somebody when they don't like something, they just won't listen. They just tune out, okay? And on top of that, they just have difficulties having long drawn out discussions because, they lose interest very, very quickly. And if you have been involved or have dated somebody like this in the past, there was a lot of misunderstanding and just like you are vowing to yourself that you're not going to date somebody like this because you need somebody with a lot more substance, and you need somebody that can have these long drawn out discussions without losing their interest, or without losing their train of thoughts, or without losing, their sense of, okay, what are we talking about again? So I feel like shallow, superficial, and even people that have very superficial knowledge, they don't really interest you anymore. And there might have been a person you've dated in the past that was like this, or you're just like dealing with this person. This is a new dating relationship partner that you're kind of involved with, and you're just like, I don't think that person is right for me. And you would be right, because I feel like you need a lot more substance with your relationship partner. Okay. So we have this person coming in. They're kind of scattered and kind of all over the place. So I don't feel like this is somebody good to date long term. You can have fun with them. It seems exciting, but you're not going to agree on very much. Okay. So that's what we have coming through here for many of you. The foundation is something that you know to be true. We have here the Two of Cups and the Six of Swords. First of all, the Two of Cups is a very, very strong soul connection that you have with another person. And I feel for many of you, this is a person that you really, really like. Some of you are already in this relationship. And there might have been a little bit of strife or even distance, physical distance or even emotional distance between the two of you in the past. You are bridging the distance for this month. And I feel that you both are coming together in a like-minded fashion in order to, continue to cultivate the love in the relationship. This is a very, very strong card about friendship, like a relationship with a foundation in friendship, camaraderie, and, mutually liking the other person. You like the way they think, you like their moral compass, you like, their sense of personal responsibility and integrity. So you have somebody like this that's in the picture. For some of you, this might be another water sign. So we have here the King of Cups, another water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And I'm seeing like, the way that you both interact, it's very similar. So they're saying a lot of feelings, a lot of love, a lot of emotions are being reciprocated between you and a water sign here. And the relationship can be very, very good for you. And it allows you to feel like, okay, we both think alike. We're so much alike. So, it's going to work. And I do sense like if you have been in a relationship where there was especially a lot of strife, you're going to really appreciate the presence and, the sameness, the similar qualities in which this person interacts with you, that you're going to feel like this is the one for me. This is somebody that, understands me, that gets me, that I don't have to constantly over explain or, have to, explain my motives. They just get me. And I feel for some of you, you're dealing with someone who is either incredibly spiritual or incredibly psychic, or they might be in some type of either a mental health. They might be like a healer, a teacher. So like they might be like a doctor, a nurse, or they might be in the mental health profession, like a therapist, a psychologist, a counselor, or they might be working with children in some capacity. Okay, so I'm getting like a very strong healing vibe with this person. So this is Sun, Moon, or Rising, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, somebody who is very similar to you. They understand you inside and out, and they have a really good read on you. And they, you don't have to over explain yourself with this person, and you feel very at home and at ease with this person. And in the past, let me talk about the past. We have here a fire sign. So this is the Knight of Wands. This is a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo in the past. And I just want to say that What I'm feeling with this person is that they're very independent, like really just a go-getter, and they're looking for new experiences. They're looking for new things. So some of you could be dating this person, and I feel like there's a lot more insight that they're coming and bringing to you. So I feel like even though, they exhibit somebody that has been around a lot, they travel into many places. They might even be foreign to you. So like ethnically, culturally, linguistically, they might be very, very different from you. And because they're so different, they're bringing a different perspective. They're bringing wisdom and insight. And they're really forcing you to look at some of the things that the decisions that you've made, the choices that you've made in the past, and the way that you think. So I feel like they're going to bring a different perspective. They're going to require a little bit of a paradigm shift from your end. And if you are, the type of Scorpio that is very resistant, you might face a lot of opposition with this person because they're so different from you. But on the other hand, it's very exciting, and I feel like they have a really good heart, and they have a lot to offer, a lot to bring to the table, and a lot to teach you. Okay, so they mentioned that this is a person with more of a mentor vibe. They have a lot of life experience under their belt. They've been, to many, many different locations. I feel like this is somebody that bounced around quite a bit in their childhood, either by circumstance or by choice. They love to travel. They love to explore new things, and they love to, like be seen with you. So some of you might be in this predicament or in this relationship, and I feel like things are really going to smooth themselves out in major relationships. We have here offers of love, offers of dating, and offers for relationships to be taken to the next level. We have here the Page of Cups as well as the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is basically relationships leading to marriage, leading to something very stable. For those of you in a relationship with a water sign, I feel like you're going to be very coming together in a very beautiful way to work at your relationship, or take that next leap, which is either like they're saying like a consummation of a marriage, or even like getting together, getting married. Okay, I do feel a major proposal vibe for many of you, proposing to another person or them proposing to you, because with the marriage card and sincere love, I do feel that some of you have really met somebody or will be meeting somebody for this month that you can really fall head over heels in love with. I feel a very strong here water sign, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and might be like a new person if you are just dating, and I feel like they get you. You don't have to over explain. And then for others, we have this really exciting world traveler of a person, a fire sign. So this is Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. That can be a really good match for you because they're super exciting, super fun, and I feel like they're very, very honest. They wear their heart on their sleeves, and I feel like they're really, really gunning for you. Like they really, really like you. Okay, so it's like somebody who carries a torch for you. So you have some really good things here, Scorpio, and I'm really glad to see this for you. The Foundation is a really beautiful card. We have here the Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups is a soul connection. This is something where you feel like you get each other, you feel like a relationship can be solidified, and you feel like this is the one that is for you. So this is a month where you will have many options coming through. For singles, please take the opportunity to date. We have water signs and fire signs that are coming into the picture, okay? The earth sign, I feel like it's a little bit problematic. It seems to me like they're not ready for the emotional depth that you have to offer. And so I feel like water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and fire signs, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo are a better match for you for those who are single. For others of you, if you have left behind let me say an earth sign or a fire sign, okay, in the past, and especially somebody that has trouble being in the present moment with you. They're like either distracted, or even when you're with them, you feel like they're miles away, or they're distracted with their electronics, or they might not have been consistently around. I would say just weed them out because you have some other prospects coming through for this month, and to keep your energy focused on new people, okay? Because in the future, you have here a relationship. This is a relationship card, somebody coming in to give you a solid relationship. And so keeping your options on, keeping your eyes on the new things, it's going to be better for you to attract the right energy and the right people, okay?